A very good afternoon, my dear students. Yesterday we discussed about the question and answers and grammar part, everything about the lesson, A Letter to God. So I hope you have done your homework. What was your homework? To read out this letter, and after reading that you have to fill this gaps, this blanks. I hope you have done your homework. So now let's begin to next poem. Poem number 1. What is first poem? Dust of Snow. Dust of Snow. This poem was written by Robert Frost. Robert Frost. The poet Robert Frost had composed this poem. So, in this poem we can see the thinking level of a person. See here the poet is trying to tell that the situation when at what time the person will go to depression, that is unknowingly we are going to some kind of a depression. It may be from any other behavior, any other person's behaviors or our own conduct, whatever it may be. The person will be in a depression for many reasons. So here in this poem, the poet tries to explain and tries to tell that what kind of depression he had and how he overcome from that depression and isolation. So now let us see what is the main theme that is given in this poem. Who is the poet? Poet is the Robert Frost. So, the way a crow shook down on me the dust of snow from a hemlock tree. See, read it once. The way a crow shook down on me the dust of snow from a hemlock tree. See what he is telling. The way a crow shook down on me. When the poet was on his way, what happened? The crow sat on a tree. Here the tree name was mentioned as hemlock tree. Which tree? Hemlock tree. Hemlock tree is known as a poisonous tree. Poisonous tree. But in this poem, this hemlock tree doesn't play a role of a poisonous tree. Here it plays a different role. So we'll see what is that role. So when the author in his way, what happened? Suddenly the crow shook on him. On whom? On poet. So how the crow sat on the hemlock tree, and before the crow sitting on it, what happened to that hemlock tree? That hemlock tree was full of snow. The small particles of snow were covered in that tree. Means that tree was completely covered by the small particles of the snow. So when that crow came and sat on that tree, suddenly what happened? The small particles of the snow fall down. The small particles of the snow fall down on the poet. When he was passing through that way, what happened? Suddenly the particles fall on him. So what he said? The dust of snow from a hemlock tree. Here dust of snow means the small particles of the snow, not exactly the dust. Okay, so small particles of the dust fall on him. So from a hemlock tree. Hemlock tree means the tree with a white color flowers, and this white color flowers. had a white color flowers in it, and when crow came and sat on that tree, what happened suddenly? This white color, small white color flowers fall down on the poet has in the form of the small particles of the snow. So what this poet thought, suddenly the small particles of snow are falling upon me, but actually what they were the white flowers from that hemlock tree. So suddenly the flowers started falling on him. On whom? On poet. So he was going through that way with a lots of thinkings and lot of depression and in lots of confusions he was passing through that way. So when suddenly that the white color flowers fell down on him as in the form of small particles of the snow, suddenly what happened? He got to see that, and what he felt something like a refreshness, coolness, like relaxation. He got some kind of he felt like some relaxation. So next, has given my heart a change of mood and saved some part of a day I had rued. What happened? When the flowers fell down on him, suddenly he got to see that, and after that what happened? What he said? It has given my heart a change of mood. Means from these lines we can understand that in what thinking, in what way the poet was passing through that way. So by this we can understand that the poet was in some kind of a depression or some kind of a isolation, and he may felt very bad about some bad situations. So these all facts that may affect the mood to get bad, so of the poet. So when these flowers fell down on him, suddenly he got refreshness. So what he said? And saved some part of a day I had rued. Sorry. And saved some part of a day I had rued. What the poet said again? See, through the changes of my mood and this hemlock tree and this crow saved my half of day of being rude. Means the whole day, due to some problems like depressions, what happened is he thought that his whole day will go rude itself. So what he said after that, these all actions, what he said, see, this incident changed my mood as well as and helped me to behave well, and it saved half of my day of becoming a rude with others. So here in this small poem we can understand many things. So first thing, just if a person is there, then there will be difficulties and problems. So it is in that we have to think that how to face those problems and how to challenge it and how to win it. So whatever the problems may be, we should be ready to face those problems. So see, if the person is there in the society, and there will be obviously many difficulties will follow him, and in day by day life and in a second wise the problems may occur. So we should be strong and we should have the courage to face them. So here we don't know what things, which incidents will help us to get our mood well. We don't know. When we are passing in the way, we don't know what kind of that incidents will take place. Some incidents will affect negatively on our mind, and some incidents will affect positively on our mind. So we should think always positive, and we should take everything as in a positive manner. So here, when that flowers fell down on the poet, he had taken it is in a positive manner. So by that his thinking, he changed his mood and he got refreshed, and he became cool, calm and peace, and he got ready to run his day in a peaceful manner. Before that, he was in a tension and he was in a confusion, depression, that he thought that his full day will go in a rude way. Means he don't know how come he will like behave with the others. So but when this incident helped him to get back his mood well and to change his mood, he indirectly said thanks to the crow as well as to the hemlock tree. Here, this hemlock tree does not play a negative role. Actually, the hemlock tree means that is the poisonous tree, as we all know that. But here, and the bird named crow, when we heard the crow, what will feel like something like black in color and it is not good for anything and it is ugly. Like these all concepts will come into our mind. But here in this poem and in the life of this poet, it is completely different. These two play a positive role instead of playing a negative. But as in the perspectives of the thinkers, and these crow and hemlock, what they thought they were, means they are not good, they are like negative. So in the life of this poet, what happened, these two played a important role and helped him to get back to a good mood, and helped him to change his mood and refresh and to be a calm to the next days. So by this poem, I think you understood this poem, and I hope you can analyze the theme of this poem. So next, here there is the end of a poem, and next begin with the question and answers. First, as I told you, the meaning of hemlock. Hemlock is the poisonous tree with a white flowers. But here this hemlock tree plays a positive role in the life of the poet. So next, rude means like becoming some kind of a harsh. Like rude means held in regret. Rude means held in regret. Okay. Now let us begin the discussion about the question and answers. First, the poem presents a moment that seems simple but has a larger significance. As I told you that the poem is small, but it is carrying a lot of significance, and it is dealing with some kind of which helps to change the mind of the person. Compare this other quotation from Robert Frost, always a larger significance, a little thing touches a larger thing. What is the main theme of this poem is that the smaller things will definitely reach to the bigger things, and it will get a lot of significance in the life of individual. First one, what is a dust of snow? What does the poet say has changed his mood? How has the poet's mood changed? See, the first question is, what is a dust of snow? What is a dust of snow here? Dust of snow like played a role of this flowers, white flowers. Dust of snow means the small particles of the flowers fell into the poet. Next, what does the poet say has changed his mood? Yes, what does the poet say that what changed his mind? The white colored flowers, when they fall upon him, that suddenly changed the mind of the poet. How has the poet's mood changed? When actually he was passing through that way in some like confusions and depressions, when suddenly got that white flowers called on him, suddenly what happened? The mood of poet was completely changed, and his mind got refreshed and cool, and he decided that his coming days will go in a peace and calm manner. Next, how does Frost present nature in this poem? The following questions may help you to think of an answer. How does Frost present nature in this poem? Means, in this poem, in this full poem, how does the Frost had given importance to the nature? So, now let us see the questions. What are the birds that are usually named in poems? What are birds that usually named in poems? See, many poets are using the beautiful birds names like peacock, parrot, squirrel, rabbit, like these all kinds of birds names that were being used by the other poets. So, here, do you think a crow is often mentioned in poems? As I read, see, it is very rare to use the crow bird as a symbol of the positivity. So, it is very rare to use this bird name as in the form of positivity. Why? Because if when we think of crow, suddenly what we feel like it is like a black color and it is not at all good and it is ugly. But so next, what images come to your mind when you think of a crow? Just now I told that these bad things will come into our mind instead of these good things. That bird is also can like impact positively on the minds of the people. So we should not attach or addict to a single meaning or a single thinking in way. So we should think in all the angles, and we should not underestimate anything. Next, again, what is a hemlock tree? Why doesn't the poet write about a more beautiful tree such as a maple or an oak or a pine? Here what happened again? What is a hemlock tree? Here I told you hemlock tree is a poisonous tree with a white flowers. But here the poet had taken the hemlock tree as a positivity, the positive energy. So with that white color flowers, what that poet thought? The small particles of the snow are falling upon me. So what? This is giving some kind of like positive energy. So by that I can change my mood and I can move on positively throughout my life. So I should not worry and I should not be in a depression or at any condition. So finally what he thought in his mind that whatever the problems may be, so we should have the courage and we should get that energy to face those all problems with the smiling, and then only we can lead our life in our future days. Otherwise no life, there will be no life. So these changes which was brought by hemlock tree in poet's life. Next, why doesn't the poet write about a more beautiful tree such as a maple or an oak or a pine? See, all these trees names are there. We can find those trees names in various poems. Why? Because they, according to their thinking, those trees are the like sign of the positivity. But this poet thought in a different way and thought of telling something in a different way. So he had given a priority and significance to this crow and this hemlock tree. Everybody thought that these two will play always a negative role, but according to this poet, he completely changed the thinking of the people and he said that these can also play a positive role. Next, what do the crow and hemlock represent? Joy or sorrow? What does the dust of snow that the crow shakes of a hemlock tree stand for? What do the crow and the hemlock represent? According to the general thinkers, these two, this crow and hemlock tree, will resemble the sign of the negativity and like something like ugly and something like bad. So which is not which is not more important. So next, what does the dust of snow that the crow shakes of a hemlock tree stands for? Here, this sentence can give us the analysis of the poem that how this crow and hemlock tree helped the poet to change change the mood completely. And this hemlock tree also had refreshed his mind, and this crow with coincidentally, the two had changed the mood of the mood as well as day of the poet and helped him to get refreshed and get relaxed towards other like activities. Have there been times when you left depressed or hopeless? Have you experienced a similar moment that changed your mood that day? Yes, see, one or other may experience like these kind of bad situations. What bad situation? Like feeling something depressed or feeling like a hopeless. So here what they are asking, have you ever been crossed through this kind of a situation or what? And what activity or what situation made you to change your mood from that depression? So this is the homework to you to write your own answer. What is the question? Have there been times when you felt depressed or hopeless? See, you have to write your experience about when you felt some kind of a depressed or a hopeless, means like very much like felt very confusions like this all. If you felt means just go on writing it. And have you experienced a similar moment that changed your mood that day? So when you were in a depression mood, suddenly if any situations are there in that situation, in that moment, that changed your mind to get back to good mood. So this is for your homework. This third question you have to write it down. Okay, I hope you understood the lesson. I hope you understood the poem. So read it once again and go through that question and answers, and if any doubts are there, definitely you can ask and read it properly. So by that you can come to know the meaning of all the words. Okay. So we'll stop here and we'll continue in the next class.